Hey there guys, this is John with AJ Man Cave Hobbies. Today I'd like to do a quick comparison between my original Xbox One controller and the new Series X controller. And the reason why I picked this up was because I have a new gaming laptop. I haven't picked up the Series X yet. However, my OG Xbox One still works, especially with Game Pass and streaming games. I haven't needed to upgrade my Xbox One quite yet, although I still love collecting physical media and I still like having physical Xbox games, but my current one is still good. Maybe when there's a big sale, I will pick one up. Now back to the topic at hand, which is the comparison of these two controllers. It's been about a decade since I've upgraded a controller from Xbox, and because this is my old reliable, I was using this on my laptop as well. It works, however, the main difference is this does not have Bluetooth, this has Bluetooth. I don't really need to plug it in order to use it. However, there is a lot of other upgrades, since it's been 10 years, so I'd like to go through them one by one from left to right. First off, let's talk about the overall controller. The older controller is just slightly bigger. I don't have the measurements, but on my hands, this one feels a little bit more comfortable. When you look at the texture of this controller, this is very smooth, but also quite slippery. With the new controller, they've added a lot of texture to not only the front and also the sides of the controller. So when you hold it, it does not slip. In terms of the sticks, they feel about the same to me. There's not much difference. The major upgrade is in the D-pad. The old D-pad always felt really clicky. It really felt hard to click in the right direction, especially when playing those retro games. It just didn't feel good. And I'd always have to put my hand, on both sides in order to click, the diagonal directions. But with this new D-pad, one, it's less clicky. It feels a lot better to do diagonal. So if you're doing quarter circles or if you're doing back and forth, it feels way better. This texture is also way better. There's like a matte finish instead of a smooth finish. In addition, if you look at the Xbox button and these two buttons, they are the same. There's an added button, there's a share button, so you can record clips, record pictures. I don't really use it, but I guess it doesn't really matter to me. If we're talking about these X, Y, A, B buttons, the input buttons, they're about the same. I think maybe because this is a little bit older, it feels a little bit more loose. In terms of the smoothness, it feels about the same. I don't notice a significant difference, so there's not really much of note to talk about. If we're talking about the this Xbox button, before you'll see that there's a difference in where this button is located. You'll see like a dip here, but now they've just made it completely consistent. I don't really care, but I think it looks nicer this way. If we're talking about the trigger and the side buttons, this always felt really clicky. It always felt like I had to click it a little bit harder than needed. This one always felt really slow, and you'd always have to do the full press in order to register an input. While I like this controller, I think the shoulder buttons and the trigger buttons are way better on this now. There's a lot less resistance. When I click it, I feel like it's very responsive. I really like it. If we're talking about the bottom, now I know that the original Xbox One doesn't have that headphone jack. This was meant for add-ons like the headset. This looks about the same, but there's a headphone jack here, so that's much appreciated. If we're talking about the pair button, the pair button looks about the same, but now they're using USB-C for faster charging. This one uses the older USB style. Doesn't really matter to me, but this came with a really long cable. This one did not come with a really long cable. Just keeping in mind that they still both run AA batteries. So this one. So honestly, AA batteries are fine. It doesn't really matter to me. If you do want to keep it charged though, you might want to buy that rechargeable battery pack instead. Otherwise, if you're going to just have it plugged in all the time, you might want to just take the batteries out. That's what I do. That's why this one doesn't have it. So overall, when this was on sale, I think this is a total awesome upgrade for you to make for your Xbox or for PC laptop gaming. This controller is awesome. I I think I prefer this over the PS5 controller just because of the way that it feels. Not that the PS5 controller isn't good, it's good, but I like this. I like this a lot, and especially the color. With Xbox, you get a lot of different colors. You can find one that you really like. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this comparison video. It's been a long time coming to make this upgrade, but I'm glad I did. There's always sales on Amazon, so just be on the lookout. Don't buy this at full price. On a sale, this is an excellent deal. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know, which controllers do you like? Do you like the Xbox controllers, or do you like PS5 Sony controllers? All right, cheers.